This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. And giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce. Now we've got an intentional foul. And the highlight of this game could be the matchup at the 5 spot, Clark.
You know, Brian, we've seen strong play at the center position these last few years, and we've got 2 bigs who can each take over a game, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun watching them square off.
Now here's Harden. Shot clock at 6. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the defense bodies him up, the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
The shot by Lillard, no good. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. The slam.
Harden is sneaky with that ferocious dunking ability of his. You can tell he enjoys throwing it down with power.
It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Crafty around the hoop. Harden's inside game, I think, deserves a little more love.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Milwaukee making a switch here. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he converts the layup.
And Antetokounmpo showing his versatility yet again. His dribble moves are virtually unguardable.
Here's Harden. Pass to Batum. Leonard outside. Clock at 6. Batum sets a screen. Oh, stolen by Lillard. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Lillard's got 5 now.
When that clock is running down, you want Dame to have the rock. He can create offense out of nothing.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
We know Kawhi Leonard is a former Finals MVP. Jimmy Butler said, there are guys that are like, quote, I'm going to find the best way to win. In a 7-game series, I'm going to get the best of you in the end. Kawhi's definitely up there. Whatever he's got to do, he is going to find a way. And Brian, Butler would know a thing or two about that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you know that. No question about his abilities. Here's Harden. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Give him 8 points now.
Incredible control on that floater. Harden is fantastic at putting just the right amount of touch on these very difficult and delicate shots.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 5. Here's Antetokounmpo. Out to Lillard. Pass to Antetokounmpo. With the clock winding down. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Well, how about the concentration of Antetokounmpo? I mean, he expects to get hit when he's taking it strong to the rim and still is able to muscle his way through contact.
This is Brian Anderson. Joining me, analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and reporter Allie LaForce. Tip-off goes to Denver. Outside Murray. Well, Grant, what should we expect in a veteran-heavy matchup like this?
You know, B.A., it typically means we'll get a clean game. These guys have been around for a while and know how to take care of the basketball.
Here's Grimes. Maxey surveys. Up and over Porter. Pass to Grimes. Just 5 to shoot. Now Maxey. He's guarded by Porter. And it's Maxey missing.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Out to Gordon. Back to Jokic. Gordon outside. Pass to Murray. 4 on the clock. Over Oubre. Rebound by Philadelphia. Maxey with it. Now Porter defending. To the inside. For 3, George. Offensive rebound. From deep three-point land. And another miss by Philadelphia.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Now here's Porter. Pass to Gordon. Shoots over Embiid. Gordon can't hit.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A. It's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them. He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Right side Maxey. For 3, George sinks the tray. George has got 5 now.
And this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Murray, no good.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
And Embiid throws it down.
Now, I understand he's a large human, but the defense has to be better. You can't let Embiid get whatever he wants inside.
Pass to Murray. The 3-ball. Paul George pulls down the board.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse, and I asked him about their matchup against the multiple-time MVP Nikola Jokic. He told me, quote, Jokic is going to find a way to impact the game. We just need to make it tough on him. We have to bring the physicality and be cognizant of other guys cutting to the rim. We'll see how their defense holds up, B.A.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's George. The Nuggets getting their last shot to go.
Whew. He tried to get spicy and totally whiffed, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least, about a week.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Porter. Back to Murray. Gets it to go. His second make in 6 tries.
Yeah, nice play by Murray. A big guard who is unafraid to mix it up inside.
Steps back. Here's Embiid. And the layup is good off the glass. Embiid's got his second basket.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Murray, no good. The Sixers leading. And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And Denver making a change here. 40 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to McCain. It's Edwards on the wing. Here's McCain. Hounded by Westbrook. Here's McCain. The kick out to Edwards. Clock is at 3. It's hauled in by Saric. And here's Denver. For 3, Westbrook. Rebounded by Butler. Here's McCain. Out to the wing. Here's Drummond. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Sixers, what do you guys think?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
Now here's Lowry. And he drives in. Drummond's finds some space. And the baseline jumper, no good. The Nuggets trailed. Westbrook outside. And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Westbrook outside. Stolen by Lowry. Cuts off the pass. Westbrook left side. Lowry with a steal. And now the Sixers on the break. The floater. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Here's Porter. They get the rebound. Pass to Brown. Outside Porter. And here's Westbrook. Second shot opportunity. Goes up with it again. Saric outside. Here's Watson. Drops in the three.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
The kick out to Edwards. Here's Yabusele. Over to the wing. Here's McCain. He's scoreless. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the 76ers?
Well, they're off to a good start, getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A. Because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
Nuggets trail by 3. Pass to Saric. Back to Murray. Outside for Porter. Fires from deep. Not going to go that time. Philadelphia leading by 3. Here's McCain. Pounded by Westbrook. Now here's Drummond. Here's McCain. Back to Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
What an incredible ankle breaker to help create space for a shot.
3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Here's McCain. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
KBA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and the absence of skill deficiencies. Ryan, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Allie. Drummond with the screen. Pass to McCain. Gets a hand on it. It's hauled in by Saric. So it's Denver now. Trailing by 2. Back to Porter. Westbrook left side. Outside for Porter. 5 to shoot. Back to Westbrook. Can't tie it up. That one misses. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
Both teams deciding to change it up. So it's Philadelphia now. Here's Maxey. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Nice work on the interior. Maxey looked so composed amongst those trees.
Jokic in the post. Throw it down, Nikola.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Philadelphia shooting their second and third shots at the line here. And no good on the second free throw, so 0 for 2 there. Here's Brown. Nails it from 3. Brown's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Out to the right wing. Back to Maxey. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Nuggets on top, up 1. And we'll be back right after this. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Crosses over. Right wing. Embiid from outside. Connects from downtown. Embiid's got 7 points in the game. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players, Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Down low. Here's Jokic. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Maxey attacking. Pass to George. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 7.
Sturdy play from George in the paint, getting by the contact and to his finish.
Murray, no good.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
And yep, it's good. And it's a 4-point Philadelphia lead.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Pass to Murray. Here's Brown. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Outside Porter. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray.
Smart play there by Porter. Working his way inside to find a reliable close-range look.
And there's the foul. It's on Michael Porter. That's his first foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Now George. He has 7. Pass to Embiid. For 3. Porter pulls it in. The Nuggets trail to the right side. Murray from outside knocks down the long J. Murray's got 5 points in the quarter.
Terrific up-tempo play by Murray. Gets the ball, and moments later, he has a shot up.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
Here's Murray. He's got 15. To the paint. Here's Jokic. Inside. Pass to Brown. 6 to shoot. Out to Gordon. It's stolen by Oubre. He's got a clear path. Finished off the break. George has got 9.
And it all comes together because George is a team player. He works so hard to support the play on the floor and be where he's needed to be for his team.
Now here's Jokic. Look at Jokic going to work inside.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Joel Embiid is setting records with his scoring, but he said, when I get stuck into just being a scorer, that's not the best version of me. I like sharing the ball. As you've seen the last couple of years, the teams that have won, they move the ball. Nothing is static. So that's how we should play. Pretty simple, Brian.
Yeah, great understanding, right? Thanks, Allie. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
Pass to Jokic. A rebound by Maxey.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
We know how great Joel Embiid is, but he simply hasn't been as effective in the postseason.
Part of that is because of all the defensive attention he gets. We know things tighten up in the postseason and things become much more challenging. That's why he needs a better supporting cast.
The Sixers leading. For 3, George gets the 3 to fall. George has got 7 points here in the quarter.
Yeah, it seems like George could do this all night. He just keeps finding shots.
Here's Jokic, and he nails the jumper. He has 6. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Pass to Grimes. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Embiid. Inside, Embiid gets the advantage.
The footwork, the patience, watching Embiid go to work inside is just a treat.
Here's Brown. Back to Murray. Fires for 3. No good. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Philadelphia on top, leading by 4. And time for a short... Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Nuggets trail by 4. From outside the arc. Rebound by Philadelphia. Here's McCain. Got it.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Pass to Westbrook. Back to Murray. Outside Watson. 3-pointer. Edwards pulls it in. Philadelphia leading by 6. Here's McCain. Outside Edwards. Here's McCain. Pounded by Westbrook. Here's Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Butler with a steal.
He couldn't bring the pump fake back in quickly enough, and the defender takes advantage.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Here's Yabusele. 4 on the clock. Three-pointer. Gordon can't hit.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Westbrook. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
To the middle. Here's Yabusele. And another miss by Philadelphia. Pass to Gordon. To the inside. Here's Jokic. Jokic using his strength inside.
And this is how powerful Jokic is, able to still score despite the contact.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Philadelphia with another miss. Nuggets trail by 4. Walker with a steal. Shoot from the baseline. The putback. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Westbrook left side. Good. Westbrook's got 4 points in the quarter.
This is Westbrook's competitive drive being the difference maker. He never, ever backs down.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. The lead is 2. Pass to Embiid. They set a pick. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, Embiid just terrorizes defenses on the inside. Good luck guarding the big fella.
And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And here's Denver. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. Pass to Gordon. Murray scanning the floor. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Brown to tie it up. Drummond grabs the miss. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. And here's Oubre. Back to George. Outside Maxey. And here's Embiid to the paint. Here's Drummond. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Nikola Jokic.
The size and skills of Embiid, it just makes him a tough cover. Sometimes you just got to foul the big fella.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Pass to Strother. .56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Murray with it. He's covered by Oubre. And now the Sixers on the break. Here's George. Brown grabs the board. Jokic with it. Here's Strother. Count it!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Pass to Maxey. Now here's Embiid. And stolen by Jokic.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Pretty much, they have to be perfect the rest of the way. That puts tremendous pressure on your offense.
To tie it up. Oh, he got it! He got it! And he's tied it up. What a shot!
It's almost too easy for Jokic inside. His size and soft touch make short work of the shot.
For three, Maxey. Oh, he got it! He got it to go at the buzzer!
Wow.
The winner!
You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. With Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Now here's James. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. And these two teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Well, why?
Man, come on, bro.
Open look here for Hartenstein. Hits the front of the rim and out. Reeves outside. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Drains the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Doncic outside. First quarter, just over a minute played. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, an offensive player like Luka expects the contact. He's anticipating it, so it doesn't bother him. That's a big-time finish.
LeBron grabs the miss.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
It's stolen by Dort. Inside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. James in the post. And it's Hayes in the corner. James looking around. Just 5 to shoot. Doncic outside. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Doncic, no good. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
No one near Reeves as he lets it go. And again, the Lakers, no good. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Back to Holmgren. Here's Hartenstein. Out of hand on it. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. 4 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep three. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Fader on the way. The Thunder pull it in. Dort wide open. Drills it from outside.
You can see the work Lou Dort has put in to make himself a threat from 3. That's a pretty looking shot right there.
To the inside. Reeves. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Here's Doncic. Hayes trying to break through. And Doncic gets it to go.
Well, the exceptional handle. Doncic has every move, can go in any direction. Look out, folks.
Luka Doncic started off his 2024 Doris with a historic scoring performance.
He sure did, Kevin. He was only the fourth player in league history to score over 72 points in a game. It was the shooting performance of a lifetime, and Luka just takes it all in stride. Incredible.
Reeves in the corner. And a wide open look for James. The three-pointer off the mark. Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Caruso. Cans it from downtown. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now, here's Doncic. Sweet move. And the layup is good. Doncic has got 6.
That 6'7" size of Luka can sneak up on you, folks. Look out.
Pass to Wiggins. Here's Wallace. And a miss there on the triple. Reeves outside. There's the pick. Three-pointer. Sinks the triple. He has 5.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
And that does it for the first quarter. Lakers on top. They're up by 4. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. A three-pointer, Wiggins. It's rebounded by Doncic.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's LeBron. The Thunder pull it in.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams, Doris, has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and, frankly, borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame, and he fits in personality-wise. Now, guys, that's just superior strength by James. Even when the defense roughs him up, he's more than capable of playing through them. It's amazing.
And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Still yet to score. Shot clock at 6. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
Now, here's Doncic. He has 6. Doncic with a strong move inside.
You can just see how patiently Luka just waits for the defense to react, and then boom, he hits you with his move.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. LeBron James is still dominating at an age where most players are well into their retirement. How does he do it? He said, show up, put the work in, and then go out and trust it. I'm just trying to push the limit. See how far I can take this thing. It's me versus Father Time. Kevin, back to you.
And David, that's one you're always going to win against Father Time. Hey, thank you for the report. Rule adjustments, Doris, regarding the rip-through move. Do you think those have been effective?
Kevin, I certainly think we've taken a step in the right direction. We have got to give the defense more of a chance at this point, and the idea that you don't get shots on the rip-through is important.
Now, Wiggins, after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's picked up by James. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Caruso, no good. The Lakers in the lead. Here's Doncic. Oh, Luka taking the bump.
Hey, we see this nightly. Luka Doncic just overpowers the defense on the drive. So tough, so strong.
1:52 left in the first half. Back to Wiggins. At the top of the key, Wallace. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Driving to the basket. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Lakers leading by 4. Here's James for the 3. Buries it from three-point range. James has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. This one for 3. The rebound by James. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
Now connect after Lou Dort's three-pointer that didn't go. Right side, Williams. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. .30 seconds left in the first half. Here's Vincent. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
James, no good.
Not a great decision there. With a defender in your grill, kick it out.
And Dort gets it to go. Dort got 6 points. Here's Connect. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Lakers lead by 4. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Thunder trailing by 4. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup falls. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the first basket of the second half. That one for Oklahoma City. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
For Los Angeles, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And it's Oklahoma City's ball. 4-point game. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Back to Williams. From outside the arc. Can't hit that one. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Williams with the ball. Now guarded by Len. Pass to Williams. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. 5 points in the game.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has such great synergy with his teammates.
James, the bounce pass. To the wing on the left. Clock at 6. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Oklahoma City trailing. For the tie. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. If you mention the best players in the NBA, Doris, you have to mention Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. How's he made the leap so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has shocked everybody. He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to compete defensively. Sky is the limit for this young man.
Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Pass to Hachimura. Now Vincent. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Hachimura. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. It's Dort on the wing. He's got 6. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 11 feet away. Williams can't hit. Lakers trail by 3. From the arc. Here's LeBron. LeBron going to work inside.
That's about power, that's about control, and that's about LeBron James and the ability to have touch inside.
Outside, Dort. Over Reeves. Dort misses. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. Here's Hachimura. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Williams.
Rui Hachimura, a guy who's willing to slot into whatever position the team needs him and works hard to help out on every single play. You love the hustle and the attitude.
Hachimura hits them both. We've got 1:48 left in the third. Over in the corner, Caruso. Williams with a clean look. No good on the triple. The Lakers in the lead. Reeves outside. Into the lane. Pass to Finney-Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Reeves can't hit. And the Thunder with possession. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Good on the shot. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Here's Reeves. 5 points in the game. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Dort. Outside Williams. And here is Caruso. Off target from 3-point range.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
James with it. Dort covering. James takes it in.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
For Oklahoma City, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Hachimura, the screen. From deep, Reeves. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Thunder out in front. They lead by a bucket. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, J.J. Redick's message.
You're lucky I did that for you. I ain't had to.
Now he begged his guys to get after it on the break. He said, let's keep up the tempo, guys. You know how dangerous we are on the break. Be confident with the ball. Take risks. Move it, guys.
Thank you, David. Luka blows right through the contact.
Just another ho-hum, brilliant offensive performance from Luka Doncic.
Over in the corner, Williams. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Good on the three-point shot. Wiggins has got the lead up to 3 now for the Thunder.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Pass to Hayes. There's a screen. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Rebound by Williams. The Thunder leading by 3. Lets it go with the 3. Williams gets the bucket.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Doncic. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. Reeves outside. Over Williams. Reeves gets the bucket.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Now here's James. James, what a thing of beauty from James.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
Outside, Dort. Down low. And stolen by LeBron. They set the pick. Here's Reeves. Here's Hayes. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And now just a 2-point Thunder lead. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with it. Doncic with the block.
Oh, Doncic says not now and not here. That is a tremendous defensive play.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Williams. Oh, and he parks it off the glass. Wow.
Wow, LeBron James sends it back. Woo-hoo-hoo. LeBron on the defensive end.
Stop pressing pause where your ass don't be able to press start no more. I'll let you slide.
And it's in there.
SGA, that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to you. Big-time clutch delivery.
Here's Doncic. Not going to go that time. Excellent D there from Williams. To the middle. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Hachimura, the screen. And here's Doncic from the arc. Sinks the three-pointer.
Was there ever a doubt they'd go to Luka Doncic? This guy is a big-time performer.
And the foul called on Austin Reeves. That's foul number 2 for him. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Dort. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's LeBron. Up top, Hachimura. Doncic looking it over. Just 5 on the clock. To the paint. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot on time.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
And the Lakers making a change here. Pass to Holmgren. Got it.
No, staying cool in a clutch moment. Holmgren not letting his inexperience get the best of him.
Doncic outside. Hachimura, the screen. His three-pointer's off the mark. Outside, Dort. Connects from three-point range. And now an 8-point Thunder lead.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Connect with it. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Count it. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor. Completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester. And that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that
We'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder facing the Indiana Pacers. Welcome, everyone. Courtside with two ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Barry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game. This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from the jump.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Knocks it down from distance.
Revenge. Alexander coming right back for three of his own.
Halliburton looking over the floor. And again. It's Indiana with a three.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And another three for Oklahoma City.
Love the focus here from SGA at the arc. He hates to waste those opportunities.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Back to Halliburton. Kicks it out to Siakam. Just three to shoot. Good work defensively by Hartenstein. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein a screen. And he lobs it up. And Hartenstein. Slams it in.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Just a bit ago, Rick Carlisle and I were able to chat. Our topic was how he'll defend Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Coach is straightforward, saying Shai demands so much attention with the ball that he can warp a defense. We'll need to stay disciplined and not get caught watching the play. We'll see how that approach works out for them, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Halliburton up top. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. The baseline J is off the mark. And last season, Brett, many believe that SGA was deserving of the MVP award.
Well, he made such a strong case, B.A. I mean, finishing in the top three, that is remarkable. He led that young Thunder team, again, to the #1 seed in the Western Conference and averaged 36 and 5. He also led the league at 2 steals per game. What a season.
Now here's Halliburton. And Indiana misses again. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. And Siakam has got the ball here for Indiana. Nembhard, good.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Williams. And he banks in the layup.
And he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
On the wing, Nembhard. Back to Nesmith. Halliburton outside. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, at 6'6", SGA absolutely has the size to get up there and throw it down.
Pass to Nesmith. Back to Halliburton. Nembhard outside. Over to the left wing. Outside Nesmith. Back to Nembhard. 5 to shoot. Unloads. That one rolls around and rims out. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. He got it up. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Thunder?
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
3-pointer, Halliburton. Yes! Tough points from Tyrese. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Pass to Mitchell. Lets a 3 fly. Mathurin with a rebound. Pacers trail by 7. Walker for 3. He buries it from 3.
Improving his passing is going to be key for Mathurin in the NBA. Looks like he's already on that path.
Wallace outside. Williams with the screen. And here's Wallace. 3-pointer. That shot is off.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Stolen by Caruso. The 3 from Mitchell. Indiana with a rebound. To the middle. McConnell right side. Mathurin with a ball. Yet to see a basket. 6 on the shot clock. Halliburton outside. The 3 is up. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Timeout, timeout. Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready. Especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
Timeout, timeout. No doubt about that, and it starts with him. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Out of bounds, the Thunder will take it.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 10. Shea with a step. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Exploding to the rim. No getting in Shea's way, especially when he's got a full head of steam.
And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game coming at any defense that people throw at him. Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
So close on the finish. I mean, it could have been a three-point opportunity.
In that 2018 draft, you think about those names: Doncic, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Boy, that's a lot to begin with.
Halliburton, no good. Thunder leading by 6. It's Dort on the wing. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Back to Turner. Kicks it out to Siakam. Pass to Nembhard. Now Turner. Just 5 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Siakam, no good. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The 3-ball. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
And we're all too familiar with these kind of outbursts from SGA.
And here's Siakam for 3. And Indiana misses again.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA doing his thing in close.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Williams. Indiana with a rebound. Lays out. Stolen by Mitchell. Pass to Caruso. Here's Wallace. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. Outside Nesmith. Nembhard left side. Nesmith with it. He's guarded by Caruso. And here's Siakam for 3. Another missed shot. He's 1 of 5. Looking shaky out there. Here's Wallace. They get it back. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Williams. And here's Wallace. The Thunder with another miss. They still need this. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And I'll tell you, Matherin's passing game has a solid foundation. Now, hopefully, it continues to grow here.
26 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one drops for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
He's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Nembhard outside. Pass to Nesmith. No good on the triple. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Thunder. He's been effective on offense, racking up 21 points so far in this contest. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Now here's Halliburton. Pass to Turner. Siakam outside. The three. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Holmgren. From undrafted to a key rotational player. Lou Dort's story is definitely inspirational, Brent.
This guy has worked so hard to make himself into an NBA player. But I will tell you this, B.A., he's never not believed that he wasn't one. And Luguentz Dort continues to make improvements, and the guys on the team love the way he approaches it.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie.
He's accounted for over half their points thus far, shouldering the load offensively.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Pacers trail by 13. Pass to Nembhard. The three is up. And Indiana misses again. Wallace, left side. That's short off the rim. Now the Pacers on the move. Siakam with it. Guarded now by Williams.
You can see the length come into play, whether Siakam's facing up or back to the basket.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Oklahoma City shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end, and there's no question they have the tools to do it.
Halliburton for three. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Halliburton's got 11 points.
Extra sauce on that one, please, Halliburton. Wow.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Pass to Williams. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Indiana.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
To the inside. Nembhard outside. Now here's Halliburton. Back to Siakam. Clock at 4. Halliburton outside. For three. Williams grabs the board.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Got a hand on it. They get it back. Wallace outside. From deep. The rebound by Nembhard.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander takes the contact.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Here's Halliburton. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Indiana shooting their 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. Free throw good. Halliburton. Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Oklahoma City leading by 7. Here's Caruso. And the layup falls. Caruso's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Ooh, how sick was that, guys? I mean, he makes defenders look silly with moves like that.
Nice shot by Turner.
Smart bucket by Turner. Use your length and score it in close.
Wallace. Unable to get that one. Nice D from Nembhard. Siakam for three. Drops in the three. And now it's just a 4-point Oklahoma City lead.
Yeah, there was a lack of intensity in the first half, but these teams have now turned it up.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
Here's Mitchell. Missed inside. Now the Pacers with it. They're on a 15-6 run. Outside Mathurin. That three off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Pass to Williams. Back to Wallace. Down low. And Williams punches it home.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. Here's Hartenstein. Pass to Williams. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. They'll pin that one on Pascal Siakam. Oklahoma City shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. Good on the second one. 9 seconds left in the third. Here's Shepard. Dort defending. McConnell from outside. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Thunder out in front, leading by 7. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Thunder leading by 7. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Outside Mathurin. Pass to Walker. Back to Mathurin. Clock at 6. Let's go with a three. Hits the trifecta. Mathurin's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Holmgren. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Back to Halliburton. Pass to Walker. Holmgren with the block.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
They get it again. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes a 3. The Thunder with another miss. Pacers trail by 6. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA explodes to the rim.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens. Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
Basket counts.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. From downtown. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. A big triple. Gilgeous-Alexander. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals. That jump shot is going to be key for Walker in his career, especially with how physical a player he is.
So he comes up empty, missing both. Thunder leading by 11. The open shot by Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
How smooth was that as Gilgeous-Alexander just rising up that time. Great pace.
Fires the three. Walker pulls down the board. When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A. Playing loose can help you and hurt you. They really need to tighten it up. And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Williams misses. Halliburton right side. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's just a tremendous defensive effort from Halliburton.
And stolen by Williams. Pass to Holmgren. Offensive board. The kick out to Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. The shot off that time.
Boy, I'd love to see him just get a smidge closer to the basket. Once he sees a few shots go in from there, that might open up everything from distance.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Pass to Walker. Outside Nesmith. Yes, great play by Walker to set it up. Now just a 5-point Oklahoma City lead. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA working through contact inside.
Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
Gordon with a steal. Inside. Tipped. It's stolen by Halliburton.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Ball's going up the court. And he converts the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 41.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Halliburton, good.
Now he's coming to the NBA, making an impact, and he's making one right here in a big-time moment.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Oh! 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And an intentional foul right there. First free throw is good. And that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. And it's an 8-point ball game. And a comeback here looking very unlikely.
Absolutely everything would have to go their way at this point.
Halliburton for three. The Thunder with the rebound. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Siakam pulls down the board. Nails it from beyond the arc. So we see Oklahoma City get
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball.
Here we go.
This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. In the dunk by Doncic.
And Shannon's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. Now, I asked him about the challenge they face in defending Steph Curry. He said Steph is so hard.
Go on, quit, buddy. You might as well quit. It's about to get ugly for you, buddy. About to get ugly.
Hard to contain because of his constant movement off the ball. Conventional defenses won't work against him. The matchups will be fluid. He'll see a lot of
about to tear that ass up, boy.
He's looking and needing a total group effort. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And he's good on the second. Well, Richard, you were a teammate of LeBron James's, winning a title in
Steph the whole game, man. That shit ain't gonna work. Get that shit up out of here.
Something you learned about his game and about him.
Well, I learned that he takes the greatness that has been bestowed upon
him. He gonna use Stephen Curry the whole game.
He understands how to handle both.
RJ, with how well Curry continues to play, I'm not sure his three-point record will ever be broken.
It's going to be tough to do. But even if it does, I think Steph will still be regarded as the best shooter we have ever seen, simply because how he changed the game.
That one goes in. Doncic has got his second bucket.
And inside, Luka knows the bucket is there, so he is willing to fight for it.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Back to Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. Outside Butler. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
The Lakers with a quick start to this game. And here's Reeves outside. The Warriors pull it in. Inside. Left side Curry. And it's blocked. Doncic right side. Reeves outside. For the three. Drills it from outside.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Curry. Got a piece of it. But Trey. Another shot. Doncic feeling it out. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. Draymond Green with the rebound.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And Stephen Curry gets the three. Curry's got 5 points so far.
When Curry gets a look that's good, he is automatic. There is almost no stopping him.
Doncic outside. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Warriors trail by 3. Here's Butler. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
The defense has to make it tougher for Butler. Can't give him that.
And here's Doncic from the arc. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Oh, and here we go.
You still gonna lose, dude. Don't start talking shit.
Puts them in the lead.
I'm about to whip his ass. Watch
Here's
this.
Doncic.
He running his mouth already. Boy, you should shut up. I could take it to the hole, bro.
Second chance effort. Hayes.
Yeah,
Kicks it out to
bucket.
James. No good again that time. We've got 22 seconds left in the first.
Yeah.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
Talking shit. He ain't gonna be long.
Right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now, here's Butler.
That shit up on me.
Missed
Give me
himself.
that shit. Give me that shit. If I want to, I could take it to the hole every time. But I don't want to do you like that, though. I don't want to do you like that, though.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Do it. I'm going to
Here's
slap
Butler.
that shit.
From deep, Green.
That shit up out of here.
And no good on the last second attempt this time.
Boy!
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far.
You know, hey, I'm going to just let you know, third quarter, my quarter, boy. Yes, sir. You know that.
And it's been a
Nasty
pretty good
natty.
game here after 1 quarter of play. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown
Cloudy.
for the Lakers.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside.
Hey, man,
and scoring at
entertainment
close range.
purposes, man. Don't
So
take
far in
it
this
serious.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high
Oh, yeah,
IQ
yeah,
player.
yeah,
He can read the
yeah.
opposition, predict where a play
Come on,
is
man.
going.
You gotta guard
And
me,
those
bro.
instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Now Reeves. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Finney-Smith. It's stolen by Kuminga.
That shit up out of here.
Vanderbilt
That
with the
shit.
block.
Give me that shit, man. There you go.
Pass to Reeves.
There you go.
Lakers passing it around.
Fuck, there you go.
Jimmy Butler with the rebound.
I'm trying to get an open
Warriors trail.
shot.
On the wing, Heel.
Talking all that shit. Watch this. Oh, you ain't gonna be
Outside
talking.
Butler.
You ain't gonna be
Back to
talking too
Heel.
long. And shoot that.
Lefty move.
And shoot that. Give me that shit. Shoot that shit.
Right side,
Shoot.
Kuminga.
Yeah. You get like that.
They kick out to Heel. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
I thought so.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And now the latest
That's all.
from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all
that
know
ain't
the
broke.
Lakers have to
That's
pound
me.
the ball
Come on,
inside.
man.
LeBron James says,
I
we
gotta
have
put my
attackers.
niggas in your mouth.
That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to
That
50
shit up out.
threes a game.
I told
we don't
you,
have the
it's
luxury
hard
of
for
being
you
a
to
team.
score, man.
Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A. Hit by Kuminga. Here's Butler. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws.
Tell Larry, yeah, you gotta come in.
When it
I
comes to
was
players
getting
who
something
like having
stove.
fun, Greg,
Give
Jimmy
me a
Butler
beer
has
in
to
my
be
mouth.
way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely
Look, man,
one
I'm
of
a
those
grown
guys
ass man,
that
Ryan.
likes to
I know you
troll
is
and
too.
have fun.
I got kids and all, boy.
That's a good one.
Bucket.
Wide open. Rebound by Butler.
I thought we were gonna run.
And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Only giving up 2 points this quarter.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building. Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Doncic outside. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That'll be his second foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Doncic. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Payton outside. Pass to Podziemski. To the inside. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Finney-Smith. And the Lakers with another miss. Warriors leading by 3. Greg, since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals, the Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10
I don't need no timeout because I already know I'm
so
going to win
they
this game.
weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Podziemski. Pass to Jackson Davis.
Still miss.
No good.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Too low.
Here's James to the middle.
That's it.
Clock at 6. And here is Doncic. Goes back up. And it's James missing. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The Warriors have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Warriors leading by 3. And a deep 3 from Curry. Hachimura grabs the miss. Outside, James. Back to Reeves. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Reeves has got the game tied up here for the Lakers. He got it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, we've seen this a few times, Richard. Players getting booed at home. And that's got to be painful for a player.
You get taken back a little bit. For some players, it's deserved, but it's always a surprise. But you have to be self-aware. Did you deserve to get booed? In most cases, it's true.
And he's had his ups and downs from distance, but Jimmy Bucket's always aggressive, looking to score.
The Warriors shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
You know, the way Butler handles himself in the paint, it really impresses.
Nigga, I'm calling timeout because somebody going to the stove for me and I got to get my shit ready.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
About to shut you up real quick.
Lakers trail by 6. Here's Doncic. Impressive work inside from Doncic.
And great court awareness there helps Luka find an opening, and he just explodes on the drive.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A.
Good work on the block. I like when LeBron gets aggressive this close to the rim.
RJ, last season, LeBron passed 40,000 career points. Do you think we'll ever see someone get even close to that number again?
Probably not, Kevin. Not in my lifetime. You have to understand, you're going to have to score 25 points a game for 20-plus seasons to even have a chance. LeBron, he's 1-1.
Pass to Santos. Reeves with the rebound.
Bro,
and
this shit
Reeves
is
has
easy.
got the ball here for the Lakers.
This shit is easy, bro,
Here's
to
Len.
beat you. You're not playing better than anybody that I played with today, bro.
LeBron left side.
This shit is
And
too
there's the
easy.
call on James. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
You gonna see
way
that
to
once
get
I
there
take off
first
on you.
and be willing
Because
to absorb
I
the
can make it
contact.
to where.
Warriors
Look, I bet you won't.
leading by 4.
I ain't about to let you score no more. Watch that.
Here's
That shit
Curry.
up out of here. You ain't
Healed
scoring no more.
outside. Golden State moving it around. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Los
Check off on
Angeles.
this.
Here's
Good luck.
LeBron.
Good luck.
The shot, no good. On offense, here are the Warriors. Pass to Hield.
What you gonna do with that ball?
Down
What
low.
you gonna do with that ball?
Curry. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Luka Doncic. The greatest shooter ever.
This shit
Steph
easy,
Curry.
bro.
You played with him. What was it like seeing him day in and day out?
I had the pleasure of playing with Steph the first year he
Shit,
broke the
easy,
NBA
bro.
record for
You gonna
threes in a
see.
season. And when I tell you he was just scratching the surface, he was always looking to push the boundaries, to see what he can do, and to work at every aspect of his shooting.
Well, over the years, the Warriors have had some historic tax bills.
Yeah, and for the most part, it's been well worth it because it's led to championships and they generate a ton of income. But now, with this tax repeater penalties, you can see why they've tried to cut costs, and every team in the league has followed.
Kuminga, no good. Lakers trailed by 4. Count the bucket, and he's got a free
This
throw
shit
coming up as well.
easy, bro.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing
This
the
shit
contact
easy,
and
bro.
still
You can't
with the
guard
strength
it.
to finish.
And here are the Warriors now.
This shit easy.
151
This
left
shit
to play here in
easy.
the
Give me
third.
that shit.
And stolen by LeBron.
Garbage. Shit.
Here's Doncic. And it's Hayes in the corner. Pass to Doncic. In the corner, it's James. And they double up LeBron. Fades and shoots. The Warriors pull it in. To the paint. Here's Kuminga. Over Hayes. Kuminga with a terrific move in the bucket.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the
You
lead
gotta
pass.
blow
Well
me
done.
out, bro. In order for you to beat me, you gotta stop me from
James
scoring,
looking
bro.
around. James absorbing hits on the drive.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
And Jackson Davis gets it to go.
Sneaky corner
Jackson
ass
Davis
nigga.
has got 6 points.
That's the only way you're gonna
he's
score.
shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
I don't
He's
know.
locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Lakers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And at the line last season, about 7.
Nigga, you playing with Stephen Curry the whole fucking game, bro. I know you ain't talking, nigga. What I'm supposed to do, nigga? I'm supposed to play with my best players.
The
fuck
funny
is you
thing
talking
about the game
about?
of basketball
I'm supposed to let you win, nigga? Fuck out of here.
Pods clearly has the it factor when it comes for the timing that it takes to draw
Yeah,
charges.
that's your
He
fault,
can steal
nigga.
a few possessions for you every single
That's your
game.
fault.
And Jackson Davis gets it to go.
And you
You ain't gonna be winning for long, man. I ain't about to keep talking to you, because you ain't about to distract me off my game.
And it's Doncic missing. Warriors leading by 3.
All I gotta do is mute you, nigga. You gonna be
need to
talking
rush
to
this.
yourself.
Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't
That
have to
shitty
be quick. You
ass
just have to be
shit,
deliberate.
Back to Podziemski.
Shit.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Don't worry, I'm gonna make your ass cry. Fourth quarter, I'm gonna make you cry.
The pass,
So,
but look, somebody did.
Reeves outside. Makes it off the glass. 10 points for him.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from
I don't
scoring.
know what the fuck he
Jackson
thought. Put
Davis.
this shit up.
Three-quarters
Taking
of
off on you, fourth quarter. Be prepared. I ain't talking no more. I ain't saying shit.
2K Sports back. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. Now he emphasized it's anybody's game right now. He told his guys to focus on finishing the task at hand and not to get distracted. He wants them to go out there and play with authority. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And it's Green with the jam.
Loud Hield is just relentless. He won't give them a chance to breathe and gets the steal.
Now, here's Doncic. Oh, Doncic all the way.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Inside. James with it. Butler covering. Up top, Doncic to take the lead. Count the basket and the foul. They get Stephen Curry. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
Here's Doncic. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And the body control on display there. Doncic looking determined to finish no matter the contact.
Richard, we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Back to Doncic. Pass to James. The rebound by Hield. Warriors trail by 5. Here's Butler into the lane, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
An assertive penetrator. Love watching Butler use that athleticism to drive and finish inside.
Outside Curry. Shot clock at 5. Back to Butler. Here's Green. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Now just a 1-point Los Angeles lead.
And hey, Draymond will make you pay from there when he's given the chance. Great shot.
Pass to Reeves. Down low. Here's Hayes. And the shot is good. And the Lakers lead by 3.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Reeves outside. Misses the 3. On the wing, Hield. Golden State moving it around. Here's Butler. Butler hammering it home.
And Butler, no stranger to these pressure situations. A big-time gamer who knows how to take over on key possessions.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
To the inside. Green. Count it. And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. That's on LeBron James.
And the experience helping Green on these possessions, welcoming the chance to sink a big shot. A great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
Back to LeBron. Doncic outside. Back to LeBron. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Curry on the wing. Outside, Green. Butler feeling it out a bit. Look at the attack of Butler in the lane. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Outside, Curry. Curry goes inside. 5 to shoot. Here's Butler. A putback. Yes!
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable. You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Outside Curry. It drops.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
On the wing, Reeves. Off target from three-point range. And that's an intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. From deep, Reeves nails the tray. Here's Curry, and they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
Here's LeBron. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors.
I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter, Allie LaForce. It'll be the Cavaliers off the tip. On the wing, Mitchell. All alone. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Better be on your game tonight, Clark. These teams like to go, go, go.
Exciting for us and the fans, BA, but exhausting for the defenses. I mean, it should be a high-scoring affair, up-tempo, windshield wiper quality. Expect a lot of substitutions to keep things fresh.
And Cleveland has possession, following the score by Los Angeles. Here's James. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And Clark, what's incredible about LeBron? He makes as big of an impact off the court as he does on it.
BA, I think it's going to be one of the great case studies when he's all done playing, how he's impacted the game and uplifted people across the country and world. He's a tremendous advocate for social justice. He's obviously a shrewd and successful businessman, and he's been a vocal leader who also leads by example. He's actually epitomizing the change he'd like to see in other folks and inspiring along the way.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
And it's in there.
Soft touch on the finger roll. Always such a pretty shot.
Now here's Doncic. Drills it from deep.
You know, if Luka wants the three-point shot, he just takes it. No hesitation.
Outside Mitchell. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Lakers. Stolen by Mitchell. Mobley with it. Hayes picks him up. The drive by Mobley. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. That one on Doncic. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Here's Mitchell, following the score by the Lakers. Mobley down low. Mitchell with room to shoot. James with the rebound.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Now, here is James. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Reeves outside. Count it. From distance.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. The Cavaliers trail by 6. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Oh, what a throwdown. Nice. How about the hops for a guy that long? Allen enjoying throwing it down like that. Bam!
Now here's Doncic. He's got 5. Pass to Lin. Doncic outside. Again, the Lakers score.
Boy, plays with such an edge. His style is tenacious.
And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
Here's James. Uses the glass on the layup. James has got 6 points.
Luka's peripheral vision off the charts. Get wide open, and he's going to find you.
Mitchell misses. The Lakers lead by 8. Doncic on the wing. Inside. Pass to Hayes. Back to James. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Garland. Outside for Mitchell. Mobley on a screen. Second shot opportunity. And it's Mitchell laying it in.
Look at Mitchell's commitment to his shot. Doesn't let the contact slow him down.
Over to the left wing. Here's Doncic. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. The drive by Mitchell. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And he's not shying away from the drive at all. Mitchell isn't afraid of the tough defense, and that tenacity gets him to the line.
Second free throw, no good. Left side, Vanderbilt. Back to Reeves. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great... Hope you've enjoyed the... broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Lakers?
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020, Clark.
Yeah, it really has, B.A. And I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it with your executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find.
Down low. Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Pass to connect. Back to Vincent. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
To the paint. Here's Allen. Over Finney-Smith. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
home with authority.
Hey, I know he makes a lot of threes, but he is not just a shooter. Finney Smith will throw it down on you if you're not careful.
Jerome, no good.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us." And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you. Looking at lineups around the league, Graham, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Well, it sure is, B.A. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
The Lakers making a switch here. And it's Garland with the ball for Cleveland. They trail by 9. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. And it's Allen who slams it home.
How about that, throwing it down? Allen oozes energy and teammates feed off of it.
Doncic outside. Cavaliers with the rebound. To the inside. Allen. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Dorian Finney-Smith.
Earning a trip to the stripe that time. Allen constantly on the move, which makes him hard to guard.
And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both. James outside. The 3 is up. There, LeBron for 3.
I guess the defense was not expecting the quick release. LeBron can get it up and down in a hurry, though.
Back to Mobley. Hachimura with a rebound.
Tell you what, he does not miss many of those. He's usually a very strong finisher in tight.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
Clark, Hachimura has always been a monster with his strength. He knows how to use his frame.
He sure does, and he has an ample frame, B.A., and working out with LeBron during the summer and training certainly hasn't hurt him in that regard. He knows how to use his body, but he's also become a pretty reliable three-point shooter and all-around scorer.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Mitchell. Finney-Smith pulls it in. Los Angeles leading by 10 to the middle. Kicks it to Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. Puts up a 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. And now the Cavaliers on the break. Doncic with a block.
Luka's sheer size makes him a mismatch for most guards.
Now Los Angeles with it. And here's Reeves. 4-3. Mobley grabs the board. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Here's Mitchell. Can't get it to fall. And here's Reeves outside. And they'll get another chance. Let's go with a 3. No good.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Mobley, right side. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Mobley's got 8.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And Mobley throws it down.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Lakers ahead. They're up by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation. The Lakers lead by 4. Pass to Hayes. Here's Lynn. Outside Reeves. Doncic outside. Shot clock at 5. Luka playing grown man ball inside.
Luka uses his body to create space and then finds the inside look.
Well, last season we saw Luka Doncic score 73 points, tied for 4th most in NBA history, Clark.
Yeah, he is so special. And the thing about the 73 he got, it was the most efficient 70-point game in league history. And with how offense-heavy the league is going, I wouldn't put it past him to go north of Kobe Bryant's mark of 81 at some point. He's got that kind of ability.
Here's Garland. Len pulls it in. The Lakers in the lead. Doncic right side. Pass to Lynn. James outside. Oh, LeBron sending it home.
Fighting through contact. Not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
Here's Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
James outside. Pass to Hayes. Oh, trying his luck from deep. And so it's Allen who brings up the ball for Cleveland. 9-point game. James with the block.
What timing by James on the denial. His hand is right there at the exact moment it needs to be.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. Pass to Reeves. It's James on the wing. He's got 11. And again, the Lakers, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Here's Mitchell. There's the drive. And Mitchell with the slam.
Putting his athleticism to great use. When Mitchell takes the initiative, he's hard to stop.
Pass to James. Can't get it to drop. Hunter with some nice D. Outside Mitchell. Here's Mobley. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
The Lakers lead by 5. Doncic outside. Kept alive. Here's Hayes. Pass to James. To stop the drought. Doncic throwing his weight around.
It always seems like Doncic is playing with something to prove. Well, I'll tell you what, he's proving plenty tonight.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. And 1:01 left to play in the third quarter here. Back to Allen. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. .51 seconds left in the third. Pass to Reeves. And Max Strus picks up the foul. That's his first foul. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Here's Connect. Still without a bucket. From the arc. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
To the inside. Here's Mobley. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Garland. For 3. Here's Allen. Yes. And a nice assist from Garland. Allen's got 8.
Boy, good touch inside. I mean, Allen does have a nice looking shot, but he's really at home near the hoop.
From deep, Reeves. Mobley grabs the board. Here's Mitchell. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's Los Angeles up by 5. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Here's Jerome. Mobley on a screen. Inside. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Instead of risking something on the perimeter, he just works it inside.
Yeah, you want to get those sure things down the stretch, and that close to the bucket, he is a sure thing.
Tries again. Doncic. Green with the defensive effort.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
The Lakers lead by 3. Pass to Vincent. Back to Doncic. Clock at 6. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Javonte Green picks one up.
Really got his defender off balance that time, did Doncic, with that cunning pump fake.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka Magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Doncic on the take. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
He is comfortable putting his head down and attacking. Doncic is unfazed, unflappable, even against beastly defenders.
Doncic hits them both. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. Trailing by 4. It's kept alive. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them. Already a very confident player, knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. Nifty move. With the drive. Donovan Mitchell with a board.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Out to Garland to take the lead. Sinks the tray. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
When Garland finds a three-point shot, he takes it. Supremely confident in his abilities.
Doncic right side. Down low. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. And the Lakers making a change here. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. Coach wasn't very animated in this tight game, but asked this of his team. How bad do you want it? Right now, this is all about who wants it more. So go out there and take it, guys.
Allie, thank you. Here's Mitchell. It's deflected. Doncic into the lane. Oh, rejected by Allen.
It's really hard to shoot over Allen, which is probably why you shouldn't try to do it.
Outside Mitchell. Mobley on a screen. Hook loose. And stolen by Reeves. Here's James. Not to be deterred. LeBron.
The magnitude of the moment not lost on LeBron James. He knows they needed a bucket there, and he's going to get it for them.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Allen a screen. Tries to break his ice. Mitchell down low.
And standing just 6'1", amazing how effective Mitchell is attacking the paint.
It's James with the drive. And he gets it to go. James has got 4 points now in the quarter. Neither team able to take a hold of this game.
Yeah, it's been a tight one. Numerous lead changes, very competitive.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Going beyond mere stats, Mitchell breathes life into this offense. His energy lifts everyone around him.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of two is good. And that ties this game up.
He really wanted to capture the lead there, but on the bright side, at least the game is tied.
Out to James. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Allen. He gets the first, and that gives him a lead.
I like that Allen plays with attitude. He's got a competitive streak, and it blends so well with his natural athletic ability. Just so reliable at the line. There was never a doubt that those were money.
To the paint. Here's James. Back to Doncic. Doncic! You see the strength.
That's why you give him the rock. Doncic deserves the ball because he can deliver in the clutch.
Allen a screen. Mitchell with the ball. Hayes picks him up. Pass to Mitchell. The kick to Hunter. Fires the three. Rebounded by the Lakers. What a huge trip here.
Absolutely. You can feel the energy in this arena.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. There's 38 seconds left to play in the fourth. Now Doncic. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Mitchell.
Doncic, because he's so skilled and so savvy, he does a nice job forcing the defense into tough spots when they're guarding.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a two-point ball game.
In a close game, every point matters. Terrific focus at the line there to help them keep pace.
Cash. And he's tied it up. What a shot.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Now here's Doncic. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. And we'll be back right after this. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game.
Here we go.
Mobley with it. Pass to Jerome. To the middle. And it's Allen who slams it home.
You know, because Allen is so quick with his feet getting out of setting the screen, it makes him hard to guard in the pick and rolls.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Doncic, right side. From down in the low post, it goes. Doncic has got 22.
Oh, he's putting on a scoring clinic, guys. If it wasn't for him, they would not be in this game.
Mitchell with the ball. Hachimura covering. And it's Mitchell. The miss. Pass to Hayes. James, right side. Kicks it to Doncic. Back to James. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Mobley. Here's Mitchell. Off with the layup. Doncic, right side.
Luka Doncic is a superstar in this league, and he continues to build on what is going to be some kind of resume when it's all said and done. Has every tool that you need to have to be an MVP one day.
And he's able to hit the second one, and that gives him a lead.
Left a little on the table there, but at least he put them in front.
Mitchell. And he banks in the layup.
And you pay so much attention to Garland, and that allows teammates to get involved.
Here's James. Pass to Hayes. Back to James. Now Hayes. Doncic outside. Hayes in the high post. Hachimura outside. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Doncic. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Doncic has got 5 points in the quarter. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Austin Reeves picks one up.
What you love about Mitchell, he plays with energy, explosiveness, and courage.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
Huge free throws there. Now they've got the lead.
And here's James. To the left side wing. Doncic left side. The rebound by Allen. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. To the inside. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
What a fantastic pass from Garland. This is why his guys really enjoy playing with him.
Free throw no good for Mobley. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
And it would be smart to go for a 2-for-1 right now.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And the Lakers with possession here. It's a three-point game. From deep, here's Doncic. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Mitchell. The kick to Hunter. Pass to Mobley. Now here's Mitchell. He's covered by Reeves. Here's Mobley. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on LeBron James. And that one misses. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, you see the hustle from Allen there, guys, and his relentlessness and the mindset to keep at it really allows him to gobble up those offensive boards. You know, this overtime has been somewhat lackluster, mainly because both teams are clearly fatigued.
And so
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. We've got the Los Angeles Lakers taking on the Los Angeles Lakers.
And making it look easy, LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
Here's Van Exel. That three off the mark. Here are the Lakers. Lets it go with a three. It's rebounded by O'Neal. From downtown, Hachimura grabs the miss.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Showing some range, LeBron more than capable of hurting you from deep.
And here is Van Exel after LeBron James hitting the three. Now here's Van Exel. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And good work there from Van Exel, finding some space inside and exploiting it.
To the wing on the left. Back to Reeves. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Doncic outside. Over Bryant. And the shot falls short this time. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here's Van Exel. Buries the long-range jumper. Van Exel's got 5 now.
I love watching Van Exel dial it in from deep there. A superb sniper from beyond the arc.
Here's Hayes. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Back to Van Exel. Bryant gets a wide open look. A miss that time. Would have put him up. James in the post. No good with the layup. Now Bryant. Pass to Van Exel. Back to Kobe. 5 on the clock. Fires at the elbow. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Yeah, and this is a tough one to figure out because Rui hitting the three, that makes him really difficult to check.
Here's Shaq. Off target at the rim.
Now that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Now here's Bryant. Over Doncic. And again, the Lakers no good. Pass to Hayes. Kicks it out to LeBron. Back to Hayes. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Lakers trail by 3. .131 left to play in the first quarter. Out to Kobe. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. Outside, Kobe. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
.59 seconds left in the first quarter. Down low. Hayes. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Lobbed up there for O'Neal. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the force with which the Diesel plays? Shaq on attack.
Pass to Finney-Smith. And here's Hayes. From deep. O'Neal with the rebound. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Van Exel with it. He's picked up by Doncic. And Fox gets it to go.
And plenty of confidence from Fox on that play. Gets the ball and just sends it right up.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Drills it from outside.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Back to Van Exel. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Lakers on top, up by 1. And don't go away. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Lakers?
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
The kick out to Fox. Another shot. He goes up again. A nice shot by Shaq. O'Neal's got the lead up to 3 now for the Lakers.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket. Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
The kick out to Fox. 3-pointer. Lakers with the rebound. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, "I've always felt like I belong." It goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, "Is this confidence or cockiness?" He told her, "They're basically kind of the same thing." Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you. Six to shoot. Lobbed up there for O'Neal. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
It's just hard guarding O'Neal in general, but when he's working in the pick and roll, it's almost impossible.
Pass to Vincent. Back to Reeves. Lets the 3 fly. O'Neal with the rebound. Lakers leading by 7. And Jones has it in the corner. Outside, Kobe. Puts up a 3. There's the 3 ball by Bryant.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
From deep, Bryant. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Man, they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
And a wide open look for Hachimura. Los Angeles with another miss. And it's Bryant in the corner. From past the arc. Out of the corner. Bryant is good.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Out to the right wing. Back to Doncic. Doncic with a strong move inside.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Here's Van Exel. And another three for the Lakers.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
Here's Shaq. Makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
James. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
Here's Kobe. It's hauled in by LeBron.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. Lakers shooting their first free throw of the contest. And the Lakers making a change here. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Lakers leading by 15. And here is Van Exel. He's got 8. And it's Bryant in the corner. Shaq with the screen. And a nice shot by Bryant. Bryant's got 14 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their defensive mindset clearly focused on clamping down on LeBron James, and their game plan is working. We'll return shortly. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. On the wing, Bryant. Shaq with the screen. And Bryant throws it down hard.
Oh, what an amazing finish there. Just fearless in when he attacks the rim and is as if the big fella wasn't even there.
Here's Doncic. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And we've talked about the skill. Doncic has polished his game at a very young age, and that pump fake was a seasoned veteran's move.
Los Angeles leading by 18. Here's Van Exel. 8 points for him. Doncic with the steal. And LeBron with the clear path to the hoop. And he goes big time with the dunk right over Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim, that time on display.
Pass to Bryant. Screen by O'Neal. 6 on the shot clock. Rebounded by the Lakers.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
The shot's good from LeBron.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
Outside, Bryant. And the Lakers with another turnover here. Here's Doncic. 8 points for him. Doncic gets it to go inside.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Van Exel with it. He's got 8. And Shaq with the slam.
This is Shaq at his best, getting that deep position and then just muscling through.
James. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant. This is his first free throw of the game. And James drills them both.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Shaq with the screen. Here's Bryant. Hachimura grabs the miss. Lakers trail by 12. Pass to LeBron. Stolen by O'Neal. Oh, and here comes Kobe all alone.
Excellent anticipation from Shaq. He's in the right place at the right time to grab that one and get the break started.
And here's Doncic from the arc. It's rebounded by O'Neal. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. To the inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And sometimes Shaq is impossible to guard without fouling. He's this, like, overwhelming presence.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Lakers leading by 14. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 53s a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. O'Neal. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Doncic with the steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And here's Reeves outside. Drills the three-pointer. Reeves has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Lakers. Driving inside. Here's Shaq. Pass to Jones. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Los Angeles making a switch here. The Lakers on offense. They're on a 14-4 run right now. James right side. It's blocked by Shaq. Bryant looking it over. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. Lakers trail by 12. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Reeves can't hit. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. That one is off. No luck that time either. Inside. Out left to the wing. Reeves outside. Pass to Vincent. Finney Smith with it. Nifty move. O'Neal with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And so it's Los Angeles enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Lakers trail by 12. Pass to Hachimura. Here's Goodwin. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. For three, Kobe. Rebound the Lakers.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Doncic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Eddie Jones.
What determination from Doncic, pushing his shot through despite some stiff defense to draw the foul.
Los Angeles leading by 10. Now here's Van Exel. Pass to O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal.
And just keeping things simple on offense. Van Exel spotting the open man and just getting him the ball.
Finney-Smith can't get it to go. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. Now, Coach challenged him. He said, this goes beyond this game. Show me how much heart you have for the season. Fight until the final buzzer. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Van Exel. He takes it in. And here's Kobe for three. Lakers trail by 12. James, no good. Outside, Bryant. Los Angeles with another miss. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Lakers leading by 12. Kobe on the drive. Nice D from Doncic. LeBron outside. Count that bucket.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Outside, Bryant. That shot off. Good D by James. Well, with the basket here, they could get back to within single digits. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And so Bryant will bring it up for Los Angeles. 10-point lead. Again, the miss by the Lakers.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
To the paint. Here's Shaq. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Here's Doncic. That's a miss, and with it, he is 5 for 9. Lakers leading by 10. Bryant, that's for 2. Goes back up. The kick out to Fox. Back to Shaq. Clock at 6. Jones up top. Van Exel no good. Here's Los Angeles now. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. It's deflected. Kobe with the steal. There's the draw. Oh.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Here's the three. The rebound by James. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. .44 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Van Exel, and he's good on the three ball. And the Lakers lead by 15.
They maintained focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
Yeah, the cool thing is that they look like they're having a blast out there. Everyone on the same page, contributions across the board.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bryant. There's 21 seconds left in the game. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Now Van Exel. Fires from way outside.
Timeout.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. What do you think, guys?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming and not enough time for them to get back in it.
So it's Los Angeles winning